Hi everybody, how are you? Happy October 1st to everybody watching. This is the San Gabriel Valley Girl, Miss Rosemary. I've been wanting to do another vlog for a little while now, and I've been wanting to do one about intuition. So I thought, why not on October 1st? Intuition. Everybody knows what that is, right? Wrong. Well, me personally, I didn't learn about intuition until I was in my 20s, believe it or not. And when I learned about intuition, and then I started really looking into that and what it was, I was like, oh my gosh, if I only knew this when I was younger, and if I only was taught this, I can't even tell you how many binds and dilemmas I would have got myself out of or never would have been in. And so I think it's so important that we as adults look into it more if you don't really understand or really feel it's anything of much importance. It is. And it's even more important that we teach the young kids about intuition and how to live by the way they feel. Trust that gut, trust that inner voice, that knowing. And even though there's no obvious evidence, teach children that, because that is something I wish I was taught. Let me give you a little example real quick. First, I want to say I have like the most amazing mother in this world, and she never taught me about intuition because she didn't know about it herself. So basically, an example is when I was 18, I was given a car, and it was a stick shift. It was like a Honda Prelude, and it was in the 80s of some one of those years, and I just had this strong, as I know now, intuitive feeling. But back then it was just this strong feeling that I shouldn't take this car. It didn't feel right. There was just something very off key and not right about this car. And now I know that as intuition. Well, anyways, I didn't listen to it, and me and my sister, we were together, and my car stalled in the fast lane of the freeway. And just like that, the sun was setting, and it was getting dark, and our car stalled, and the rest is history. And in a book I wrote, which will be coming out soon. But besides that, I just think about if I would have known what intuition was, I would have never owned that car or drove it, and therefore I never would have gotten that car accident. That's just a little example, and I'm sure you all can relate to certain things that you probably didn't have to endure and experience if you would have just listened to that inner voice, that intuitive feeling. So adults, let's trust it, let's know it, and just really get more in depth with ourselves and our soul, and know that our soul is talking to us all the time. And the most important thing is teach your children. I'm an auntie. I have 2 nieces and 2 nephews. I see one niece and one nephew a lot more than I do my other niece and nephew. My brother has a boy and a girl, but I don't see them as much, so I haven't been able to teach them as much about all the things I'd like to, and intuition is one of them. But my other niece and nephew, I have been able to teach them about it, and just by living by the way you feel, and so much more. And it feels amazing being able to teach young kids, especially ones that you love, but all kids are wonderful. Teach them stuff we didn't know and we weren't taught. And not because our parents were depriving us, they just didn't know. So please, I encourage everybody to teach children about intuition, and even adults. Learn to trust your intuition more, and just signals, you know. I could even go as far as, you know, if you're getting a body ache, or you're getting a pain, or you're getting something feels not right in the body, that's our body talking to us. And that too is an intuitive ability, and our body is saying, you know what, you need to switch something. Something's not exactly right and balanced in your life. So we're lucky when we get mild pains and stuff, because if we can intuitively recognize these as our body speaking to us, because again, our soul, our body is always speaking to us. If we can recognize these pains and learn to address them and deal with them in the beginning stages, they don't have to get way worse. And I mean, I can go really deep into all of that, but I'll stop there. But the most important thing and the biggest message I wanted to get across to anybody who is down to listen and watch my vlog is intuition. Teach your children, the kids of the world, any young ones you know, and yourself more about intuition, because we can prevent a lot of unnecessary doings, or we can prevent a lot of unnecessary harm to ourselves and others if we just learn to trust. So have a great rest of your day, and happy fall. Happy October 1st. San Gabriel Valley Girl, signing out. Bye.